documents, court documents, United States court documents, suggesting that Tinubu is an active CIA asset. Many people on both sides have dug in to give their opinions. Now, many agree with David Hundeyin, as the document suggests, but many people have gone on to also defend Tinubu to say that there were no evidence to suggest that that was true. I have two videos I want you to watch. The first one is from an international news organization that seemed to throw more light about the true status of Tinubu as a CIA agent. But the second one is what I really want you to see, and it's about Nyesom Wike, the minister of the FCT, former governor of Rivers State. He seemed to give a clear confirmation on the status of Tinubu, with respect to all of these allegations. Watch these two videos and then we'll come and wrap it up very, very quickly.
New allegations on Nigeria's president have emerged. Reports suggest that the Central Intelligence Agency, or the CIA, has confirmed that Nigeria's president, Bola Tinubu, is regarded as an active asset by the U.S. intelligence agencies. Now, the disclosure surfaced in a joint filing by the CIA, the Federal Bureau of Investigation, and the Drug Enforcement Administration. The agencies were opposing the release of the unredacted or the non-hidden information about President Tinubu's background. Now, according to the Nigerian journalist David Hundeyin, who has spearheaded the efforts for full transparency, the American agency submitted a memorandum citing Tinubu's status as a CIA asset. The CIA's memorandum underscored the importance of safeguarding its intelligence partnerships. It stated that human sources can be expected to furnish information to the CIA, and only when they are confident the CIA will do everything in its power to prevent the public disclosure of their cooperation. Now, this has sparked a huge debate about whether President Tinubu is a CIA agent or not. Now, 72-year-old Bola Tinubu has been serving as the president of Nigeria since 2023. President Tinubu is criticized as the flying president for the frequent visits that he takes outside of his country. He had forfeited about $460,000 to the city of Illinois in the United States in 1993 after an investigation linked him to drug trafficking activities. But in April of 2023, Tinubu's party, the All Progressives Congress, told the Presidential Election Tribunal that he was of no interest to the U.S. government, as the 31-year-old civil forfeiture case was not against him, but against the money that they said was found in 10 bank accounts that were opened in his name. Now, this came as Tinubu's candidacy was challenged by other presidential election contenders. And now the party's claim prompted Nigerian journalist David Hundeyin and the US-based legal data website Plain Sites owner Aaron Greenspan to file a Freedom of Information Act request to the FBI, the CIA, and the DEA to seek more information on the US government's interest on Bola Tinubu. Now, the DEA has also supported the CIA's position, asserting that while citizens have the right to transparency about what their government was up to, they are not entitled to unrestricted access about President Tinubu. The report confirmation triggered a mixed set of reactions on social media, with David Hundeyin claiming that the U.S. intelligence support for certain African leaders has contributed to regional instability. Now, some users on social media platform X were quick to comment on how did one jump to the conclusion that Tinubu was an asset, while others criticized the U.S. for installing a criminal as their country's president. And some even went a step further and called this as an act of treason. In response to the accusations on President Tinubu, his special assistant on social media took to X and dismissed the claims surrounding the president's alleged CIA ties. He called them baseless and tragic. But the stance of U.S. intelligence agencies of not releasing information about President Tinubu, as well as the government and president's silence on it, has raised more questions than before.
Okay.
So, 2 days ago, I was watching television. One person who says he's one of the leaders of South was opening his mouth in Kanu, saying all kinds of things. I just shook my head. I said, God, it is better if it is kind of father I would have. Let me have not be don't have a father. You know, there are some people you see, I used to come, are they really fathers to children? What did they tell their children? People who would like to eat their own share, eat their children's share, eat their grandchildren's share. When somebody at the age of 70-something years is lobbying to be chief of staff, what will his own children lobby for? Like I said, time will come when Nigerians will know this type of characters. Characters that would like to say all kinds of things because of power. Characters that will be agents to destroy their own people. Characters that they don't care. Even if their family collapses, let it be that they have something. May God forgive them. You should take one day fast and pray for their forgiveness. Because from what I've seen, they're almost doomed. There's no amount of money, no amount of threat that can make me to sell my people. Nothing in this world that make me to betray my people, to speak with 20 tongues. I won't do that. What I say today is what I'll say tomorrow. What I'll say tomorrow is what I'll say the next day. Go and check our history. We are not known for being betrayers at all. Some people threaten that, oh, they are former generals, they are close to the CIA in America, they can deal with us. I said, listen, no problem. If you are close to American CIA, why didn't you use it to solve Boko Haram problem? Is it my body you will use it? Nigeria has a serious problem, and you are linked to CIA, you know them, you're a former general. Why not use that contact and solve Nigerians' problem? You want to use it to threaten me? Who are you? Who are you? I should come and do your own bidding. I will not do that. I will do the biddings of Nigerians, not the biddings of few individuals who believe that if they are not there, it is their children. No other person's child should come up except them. I will not do that. So all of us prepare that a day shall come and River State will take a decision on what to do. Are we ready? Are we ready?
This makes it clear that of a truth, there's some truth to the allegations that Tinubu is an active CIA asset. Here you hear Wike talking about former generals boasting about their links to the CIA. This was when Wike was trying to be president of Nigeria, when he was trying to get the ticket on the platform of the PDP to be the presidential candidate of the PDP. And some generals started threatening him with CIA. What does this mean? It means that there is some truth to this claim by David Hundeyin that Tinubu is an active CIA asset. If you go through the court documents, the certified true copies of the court documents that were released, that showed the CIA, the FBI, the DEA blocking the release of documents relating to Tinubu, what you will find is that the CIA actually stated that it cannot release documents or information about active human sources, and that releasing documents regarding Tinubu would negatively impact America's national security. Then you ask yourself, what is the business of Tinubu with the national security of America? If you link that to what Wike said before, of course, we all know Wike has gone back to his vomit. All the things he said during that time, during the campaign, he has gone back to them. He said he would not contest if he lost the candidature, the presidential ticket of the PDP. If he lost it, he would support whoever wins. He lost it, he didn't support. He promised Peter Obi he would support Peter Obi. He didn't support him. He said that APC is cancer and PDP is malaria. He would rather stay where malaria is. He has never left PDP. But now he's working with the same cancer, with the same APC. So he has his own reputation problems. But what we need to pick from this is the information about the activity of the CIA. What he said actually revealed that many of our so-called elites, not just Tinubu now, are CIA assets. For former generals to boast and brag about their connections and links to CIA and use the same CIA to threaten another Nigerian that wants to become president speaks volumes. All those of you asking for proof, I think you should stop asking for proof, because the truth remains the CIA that is in custody of all the proof will not act against its own interests. Smart Africans, smart Nigerians have said it before, that the whole essence of having the CIA, IMF, and World Bank is to ensure that Africa fails, that Nigeria fails, to ensure that Africa does not go beyond being a raw material source for the world, raw material producer. They exist to make sure that Nigeria and indeed Africa does not develop ever, but remains dependent on them. The success of the CIA, the success of the IMF and the World Bank depends on the failure of Nigeria and Africans. The earlier we understand this, the better for us. The sooner we will stop asking for proof. Because look at it, everything that Tinubu has done is to please the CIA, is to please the IMF, is to please the World Bank. What further proof do you need? Tinubu increased the pump price of petrol to please the CIA and the IMF and the World Bank. What more proof do you need that he's an active CIA asset? He devalued the Nigerian naira, something that even a Buhari refused to do. A Buhari that we say did not go to school. Yet, a Tinubu that claims he is a first-class brain goes and does exactly that, knowing fully well that everything depends on it. Knowing fully well that Nigeria is a consumer economy and not a producer one, a trading economy, a palliative economy. Yet, he goes to devalue the Naira, punishing Nigerians, but pleasing the CIA, the IMF, and World Bank. What more proof do you need that Tinubu is an active CIA asset? He's privatizing everything. Now they want to privatize our refineries again. Something that Yaradua, God rest his soul, saw was not in the interest of Nigeria. What more proof do you need that Tinubu is an active CIA asset when he does everything to please CIA, to please the IMF and World Bank, and to displease Nigerians? He cares what the CIA and the IMF and the World Bank thinks about him, but he doesn't care what Nigerians think about him. The reason why he is so bold to continue with his draconian policies is because he knows that he has the backing of the CIA and the World Bank. I said it before. Tinubu is not afraid of any coup. Forget that they arrested minors and paraded them in court for treason and trying to overthrow his government. Forget that. Minors that were just protesting bad governance. He arrested them, arraigned them in court. All those were just smokescreen to show that he can oppress Nigerians the way he wants. It's not because he's afraid that anybody can overthrow him. He knows that even the Nigerian military cannot overthrow him because he has the backing of the CIA, the IMF, and the World Bank. So he continues to do their bidding, even when it is clearly against the interest of Nigerians. What more proof do you need? Anybody looking for proof is just plain dumb or just trying to defend the monies they have been paid to do a job, a hatchet job. From what Wike has said, from reports that we get from international news agencies, and from the effects on the ground, the effect of the policies of Tinubu, we can conclusively say that Tinubu is an active CIA agent or CIA asset. But what do we do with this information? Is it just enough to say, oh, Tinubu is an active CIA asset, and that's it, and then we go to sleep? No. How do we ensure that Tinubu does not continue to get away with what he's doing, and it does not continue beyond 2027? This is the task that we must engage in. If we don't engage in this, just talking about it, engaging to vilify Tinubu is not sufficient. We have to now talk about solutions for the millions of Nigerians that he has thrown into poverty, into hunger, into joblessness because of these CIA, IMF, World Bank pleasing policies that Tinubu is very quick to implement. How do we get food for Nigerians? How do we get jobs for Nigerians so that they can break free from the poverty trap that Tinubu and his cronies have put them in? How do we do it? This is the question we want to answer with the Food and Social Welfare Support Law. Join us to enact this law.